Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. Hey, this video I'm going to talk about dating is a process. Now, a disclaimer before I get into this video, okay? I was just getting tattooed all day long, I think for 5 hours. So my body's going through some shock right now, which is why I've got this on. And I just drank an absolute shit ton of caffeine on accident on the way here. So if I can't form proper sentences, that's just because my brain's not functioning right now. But we're gonna see where this goes, okay? So dating is a process, man. Okay, this is gonna be, let me tell you why I'm filming this video in the first place is because if we look at like guys, okay? If you watch any of my videos, I say that women fall in love a lot slower than men do. So men typically, we can see a girl, know we're interested, we go on one date with her and we're like, oh my God, I love you, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, I want you to have my kids, I want to get married with you. That's just kind of how guys operate, right? Women, on the other hand, because they're estrogen high, people, women do things based on how they feel, so they can't comprehend how it is that men can feel like the girl is everything that they ever want so soon, okay? So that's why I want to talk to you about dating as a process, because I'm going to try to teach you, for the guys out there that don't know this, and in the past I didn't, because if we look at my one of my ex-girlfriends, I was the one that I think said I love you first. I don't know who brought up the relationship first. I know I brought up moving in first. I even talked about marriage and kids at some point. That is not a manly thing to do. That is a woman's role. Now, I could sit here and say that because I didn't grow up with a dad, I was raised around my mom, that maybe I picked up on more feminine traits than masculine traits. But the whole point of me teaching you guys stuff like this is because over time, I've had to teach myself how to be a man. So please, if you are someone who can resonate with what I just said when you watch this video, please listen to what I'm going to say, okay? So if you look at masculine and feminine nature, a feminine woman is designed by God to nurture relationships, something about like creativity, like they're supposed to love, they were taught to chase when they were younger. What I mean by that is if you look at a normal, like a normal girl from a healthy family where their dad and mom showed each other love in like a healthy way. If the child misses her dad, she's going to go up to dad, she's going to get a bunch of love, and then when she's all full, she's going to run away, go play, go do whatever she wants, and when she misses dad, she's going to come back, okay? So when she misses dad, she's choosing to come back to dad. The same thing applies here in dating, okay? They were taught to chase men for decades now. So when you start going on dates with women, the man's job is to initiate the dates first, up until the woman starts reaching out to you first. Once that girl starts chasing you, you do not have to initiate contact from that point on. You should then just use the phone to set dates, okay? You should assume that if the girl wants to see you, because if she's texting you, if she's calling you, or FaceTiming you, she's thinking about you, she misses you, you should assume she wants to see you based on what I just said, how women get love when they're younger. Now, like I said, that's a healthy woman. I've dated girls in the past that don't fit that category. So that's where like the dynamic would kind of, not play out there. But you should still always assume that, I'm getting caught mouth now, should assume that anytime a girl reaches out, she wants to see you, okay? So dating then. We want to let the women, as much as guys want things now, okay, as much as we want to rush to the end goal of relationships or marriage, you can't do that, all right? If you let the woman come to you on her own terms, if she wants to bring up a relationship, it's her idea to be in that relationship. And if it's the woman's idea, she's not going to have a reason to want to get rid of you in the future, because she's the one that's wanting that relationship. She's the one that wants to be in a monogamous relationship with you. So if a girl is chasing you, she can't be getting rid of you. And that's why I have, my book I just finished, I teach men basically how to maintain long-term relationships, because we want to get to a point where throughout the course of your relationship, until this time is up with this girl, we want her to chase you and pursue you basically as much as possible. Because what I just said, if she's chasing you, she can't be getting rid of you. So after you guys go on a few dates, I think usually around like the 2-month mark, assuming you've done everything right so far on building attraction with this woman, and you're remaining in your masculine, manly essence, and you're dealing with a feminine woman, like things should be, okay? Over time, I would say around 2 months, it could be 2 or 3 months, depends on if you messed up, if you pursued, or if you did everything right. She should then start feeling like she's in love with you around that 2-month mark, from what I've been told, okay? And this does tend to correlate very correctly with the life that I've had with women in the past, okay? So with that being said then, once she's going to say something to you like, hey, what are we? Or, hey, I don't know if you're seeing other girls, but if you are, I hope you're not sleeping with them. She's going to make comments that's going to sound like she doesn't want you around other girls. So if your girl ever asks you a question and you can kind of tell what she's trying to say, now women kind of like beat around the bush, so they won't directly say, hey, I want to be in a relationship with you, right? They're going to say something like, hey, you know, what do you think about us? How do you feel about us? If she ever asks a question like that, or in general, if a girl ever asks you a question in general and you just don't know what she means, we need to get her to open up, because we need to get her to try to explain what it is that she's feeling, okay? Because if we get her to open up, she's going to feel good that you're listening. You're going to show her that you're caring, that you're empathizing, and that you're understanding her. A woman who feels heard and understood will want to be with you more than a woman that does not feel heard and understood, okay? So in that case, then you want to ask a question, hey babe, you know, what do you mean when you say that? What are you trying to say? Talk to me. Help me understand what it is that you're trying to say right now. What do you mean by what do I think about us? Where are you going with this? Okay? You just want to ask, these are just sales questions, okay? So we're trying to ask deeper emotional questions, okay? So she's like, what do you think about us? Well, what do you mean about that, babe? Well, I just think that, you know, we've been seeing each other for some time now. We've been going on dates. I just kind of think that maybe, I don't know, I kind of want to, you know, just kind of want to be with you. Oh, okay. And so does that mean that you don't want to see other guys and you don't want me seeing other girls? Or is that what you're trying to say? Help me understand you. See how I keep going deeper and deeper? We want to get her to say, yes, I want to be in a relationship with you. Yes, I don't want to talk to other guys. I don't want you talking to other girls, okay? That's sales 101. Anytime you can get somebody to agree to doing something and they think it's their idea, you're more likely to close that deal, okay? So in this case, if you look at that from a sales point of view, if she is telling you, yeah, I want to be in a relationship, well, then there you go, man. You can choose to date this girl, be in a relationship with this girl, or you can come up with an excuse and that you don't want to do it. Because if you're talking to like multiple girls, for example, and this girl brings up getting together and she's not the one that you want to date, well, I mean, like being in a relationship with, well, now you got to be like, you know, I'm not too sure if I'm ready for it at the moment. I think we should give it just a little bit more time. I want to take this slow because of my past. I want to make sure that being with you is like the right thing. I want to absolutely make sure. You're a wonderful girl, but I'm just being cautious, and I don't know if you understand that or not, but I've been hurt in the past, and I absolutely want to make sure that if I go, you know, and if I choose to, you know, have you as my girlfriend, I want to make sure I'm making the absolute right choice. So you could say something like that. Even if she likes it, cool. If she doesn't like it, that's fine, man, because that's not the girl that you want to date. But that's going to be the idea. So then that's the process, okay? So you guys started going out on dates, and it got to a point where she brought it up. Okay, so then the next step from there would be you guys keep going on dates, you guys keep being in a relationship, she keeps falling more and more and more in love with you, assuming you keep doing things right and you're not pursuing her and you're not being the woman. Eventually, you know, that question of marriage, if that's what you want, that's going to come up, right? They do things in stages, and then after marriage, well, that's typically kids, or I don't necessarily know, because I've met people that have had kids first and then got married right after that, okay? But I'm trying to show you right now, okay? So the whole point of this video is, no matter what, your job as the man is, and I get this from Corey Wayne, hang out, have fun, hook up. Your job as the man, okay? So women are the gatekeepers to sex. Men are the gatekeepers to relationships. It is a woman's job to nurture the relationship, to build that relationship, that love, that intimacy. The man's job is to go out there, pursue his goal, his mission, break through barriers, lead the relationship, be a leader in general. That his focus is building his empire. The woman's job is to build that relationship. That's their whole job. They're born to do that. Like, they're genetically coded to do that, okay? So if that's the case, and what I just told you, then so that hopefully that helps you guys understand that at no point in time, no matter how bad, okay, so this is going to talk to like a lot of the guys that have this. So remember, I told you I've done this in the past. That's weak, needy, and insecure behavior, because we want the validation that this girl wants to be with us. But that validation is a woman's, that's what the women want, okay? Men, the man shouldn't be looking for validation, okay? We want the girl to want validation from us. Hey, do you like me? Hey, do you want to be in a relationship? Hey, do you want to talk about like getting married? Like that's their job. So if this is your first time ever hearing about this, because you're just now learning about relationships and attraction between men and women and whatnot, then I'm telling you, listen to me, from this point forward, no matter how hard it is, do not, no matter how much you want, I don't care how long it's going to take, how long you got to wait. If your anxiety about waiting to see if this girl likes you or not starts flaring up, I don't care. Do not chase this girl. Do not ask her. Do not force. You can't force anything on her. So by you bringing up the relationship question, you're forcing a decision to happen. We can't have that happen, or she's going to leave you. If she's not comfortable with that, you're going to scare her away because you're like forcing yourself on her. That's weak and needy behavior. All right, so I'm beating a dead horse right now, but I'm really trying to get this point across, because I need you to understand, it's not your job as the man to build relationships and whatnot. It's just your job to invite the girl to hang out with you, to hook up with you, and to be around you. That's all your job is as a man, is just to invite her out. Okay, you're being the leader. You're saying, hey, I want to go and do this. Do you want to join me? And then, you know, the biggest, the biggest accomplishment or the biggest medal is earning a woman's love. Like that's one of the greatest accomplishments that a man can have. It feels awesome having a woman that wants to be your ride or die. And if you listen to what I'm saying, dating is a process, and you're not rushing or forcing things, you're going to allow this girl to come to you. You're at her own pace. She is going to be your ride or die. If she thinks she likes you more than you like her, and she's working to get you, and she thinks that hanging out with you or being in a relationship with you or having sex with you is her choice, her decision, because she's putting effort into this, that emotional bond and that connection is going to be much stronger with this girl. She's going to be your ride or die. That's just how this process works. Okay? You're letting the woman be a woman by choosing to come to you as a man. Your job is to focus on everything else, like your life, the gym, your business, or your career, or your hobbies, and then, you know, once a week, ask the girl to go out on a date until she starts pursuing you. Then when she starts reaching out to you first, then you can set more dates. Okay, so if you're doing the 1 date a week rule and 2 dates go by, so it's been 2 weeks, 1 date a week, and then after your first date or your second date, she reaches out to you 2 days later, then set a date. And then from there you see her, and then another 2 days go by, she reaches out again, set a date. Another, let's say 4 days go by, she reaches out, set a date. Okay? So that's going to be the video, guys. Hey, if you're a man that wants to get better at the game of dating and you want to learn how to build and maintain long-lasting relationships with the love of your life, I just released my new book, and that's designed for men like you who kind of need help in this area. This is based off of 29 years of life experience and everything I've learned from coaches that have been more successful in the dating career than I have. So that link will be down below. There will be a video on the next page that's going to explain how this book is going to help you. That way you get a full understanding of like everything I'm going to cover and what it's going to do for you. Also, a link for my coaching will be down below as well. So my coaching, my one-on-one personal coaching is finally available for you guys at the time now. So I help people when it comes to personal development, mindset, career, living in abundance, and not like a life of like negativity, and then life mastery. That could be whether it's something personal, relationships, career, business. So if that's something you want to work on with me, and you want my advice on what you should do based on my experience of building a business and being with girls and just living life in general from a 29-year-old guy in a wheelchair, click the link down below. You're going to see a video that's also going to explain how my coaching is going to help you. And with that being said, guys, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe so other people can see this. And with that being said, guys, hey, I'll see you next time.